I ain't doing this by myself.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Alright, this is,
Indestructible.
Indestructible. Uncut.
Hellcat Records, 2003. By none other than
2004.
Rancid.
Is it 3?
3.
It's 2003. This is Paul. He's going to help me do a review today. We're going to
doing?
Uncut Reviews. As you said, we're doing Indestructible by Rancid. One of my favorite Rancid albums, I would say. Well, it's top 6. I mean, absolutely. Real
I think
fan.
there's just about that many. We have 19 tracks here.
19. Rancid, keeping up the tradition of
And I
giving you
believe
way
this
too many
is
songs.
Shaman Palm. Yeah. And
Sherman Palm. I don't know.
Sharman.
Sharman Palm. Is that a person? Is that a person?
That's a street.
Oh, I don't.
I don't know, Miss Lars.
That's the cover. We're talking about the packaging
They're
first.
gonna
That's
cut
Lars.
this up.
When back before he became a skinhead, which have you seen the group Skinheads Against Lars Fredrickson?
Yeah, fuck those guys. You come to my house, 41 Hartford Terrace, and kick my ass. Because I'll kill you first.
Hellcat Records release. I would hope it was released on his own label. If I had a label, I'd
They got dropped by their own label.
They got dropped by their own
Sad
label.
day, you know?
Is that true?
No. Hey,
How is that
you
possible?
kidding me?
Anyway,
So we have
19 tracks,
mhm.
and it is weird because it was 3 years, a long wait between the last album. The last album that Rancid put out was 2000, and it was a very heavy hardcore record.
We had 22 songs in 39 minutes.
Yeah, but while we're talking about that album, we'll review that some other time. Anyway, this is Indestructible. They return to the more melodic Rancid sound. This was released at a time when punk rock was just exploding in America with the pop punk thing, because Blink was at the peak of their career, basically. They had just released their self-titled album. And there was a lot of that crappy pop punk around there. Like, remember that when we were like 13, Good Charlotte and Simple Plan, and and of course you had like
radio
who?
Everything on the radio.
Everything on the radio. Punk was on the radio again. And you had Sum 41 who actually like, and I'll defend, but there was a lot of the second revival of the
and then
punk
Green
rock.
Day would have their album a year later.
Yep, and
That's
then
a different story.
Green Day, we're not going to get into that subject because
Yeah.
there's too much controversy about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Indestructible, 19 tracks of pure Rancid fury. Kinda. It starts off with the intro, Indestructible, which is a great hard-hitting introduction. And I really like it. I always thought that was one of their better intro songs. Because Rancid really need... That's the thing about Rancid album. They always seem to open with that track that just hooks you,
So they start things off right.
They always do. I don't think they have a record where I'm just like, why did they choose that as an intro?
They've had a few questionable
Closers. Absolutely.
Which aren't bad songs, but I mean, it's like, really, you're going to end on that?
Because you got to understand, album flow definitely affects the score here.
You got to drop it down a little bit and then really capture them
That's what
with
you
the
got
closer.
to do. You got to do.
And they just, for the most part, haven't done that.
Fall Back Down is the second song, which of course everyone knows, and we have no need to talk about it. It was in video games, I
First introduced to it.
A
with,
lot.
Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk Underground too. Absolutely, that's what I was thinking. There was a lot of that actually.
It starts out with the organ, and I was like, not expecting Rancid to come in.
And that was a lot of people got introduced to that band. Red Hot Moon, appearance by Skinhead Rob, none other than the infamous Skinhead Rob.
One of the only songs that's got him that I like.
You don't like Transplants?
I do until his part.
I like the Transplants. David Courtney, kind of don't like that song.
Okay, it's just, from the beginning, it just skip.
It just, I don't like the intro, I don't like that song.
Don't like the chorus.
Don't.
I mean,
short.
Hey, the verses are great. It's a cool story. I like the little speech that I think Tim makes at the end.
Yeah. It's been so long since I've actually listened to it because like I said, I always skip it. Start Now, great little fun song. Love that song. I don't really know what it's about, but it's very...
We haven't mentioned Brody Dale at all.
We're
into this. You want to talk about
the thing that we always make fun of about this record, Paul, I, and all of our crew, we always make fun of because it's like we seem like so much of this album was like, I'm depressed about Brody, need some Howie. Yeah. Sorry, Tim. Anyway, but yeah, if Brody Dale broke up with me too, I'd probably be pretty freaking depressed.
I wouldn't have even made the record. I would have just
killed myself. Anyway, yeah, Out of Control. I like it, but it seems kind of out of place on this record.
Yeah, it seems like it would have fit better on Rancid 5.
Same thing with the next song, the Django.
Django. You ever seen that movie?
No, was it a movie? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was about some, I don't know what it was, but something to carry the coffin around.
I never fully understood what the song was about. I liked it, but I never fully understood it.
You get a victim and say, well...
I gotta keep going. There's too many tracks. So just Arrested in Shanghai, a nice little short break, slow song. Great song. I really enjoy it. I think it's just Tim on that one. I think maybe there's some drums. I don't know. Is there drums?
There's bass.
It's been songs that wasn't this record. Yeah. It's very... Yeah, there is bass. All right, yeah. But there's no Lars. Lars doesn't sing on it at all, right? I think he does backing vocal maybe, but... I don't know. But that's a really good little slow song. Travis Bickle, which of course is about Taxi Driver, which I've never seen. He's been talking about for weeks. Gotta get on that. Yep. Great song. I really like that song.
It really goes with the movie well.
I guess.
I mean, you couldn't play with the movie, but it captures everything it's about. Trust me.
Memphis.
If you haven't seen it, I won't
Memphis is one of my favorite tracks. One of my favorite songs of the album. Just good story. You know, Rancid always writes songs about cities. They always talk about geography.
That's how I learned. I didn't need a map. That's how you go to California. That's how you're going to get around.
Spirit of 87. Yeah. It's the next track. Amazing song, because it just represents that fast, cool, Rancid song, and it tells a story like a lot of their great songs do. You know, just living in 87 out in Cali and, what they have to go through. And I just thought it was cool. The Op Ivy days, There's like 3 people watching this that are like, wait, what does the Op Ivy have to do with Rancid? Go kill yourself.
Ghost Band.
Ghost Band. I love that song.
It's when... because anyone can relate. Everywhere you go, you're playing a song and it reminds you of the girl that just tore your heart out. Is
that what that song's about?
Yeah. And it's everywhere he goes is the Ghost Band playing the song about them. And
Brody.
Yeah. About her.
Yeah.
And... any song that you hear can relate.
The only problem I have with that song is it's too short. I want there to be
no
more,
matter
because I love it so much.
But I mean, the song could be about anything, but you can stretch the lyrics. And your mind just does that, and it's fucked. It's not good.
Yep. Tropical London. That song just kind of bleeds. It's so
Tropical London. Did we skip?
No, that's it. It's straight from Ghost Band.
Tropical London.
It's like, it feels like it's one song. It's so quick, and there's no.
It's a little bit of the same theme.
Yeah.
Everywhere he goes.
Roadblock.
The same fucking city.
Same thing. Yeah.
Roadblock is a little bit like Spirit of 87.
Yeah, it's fast and a lot of different.
Just going out to another show.
A lot of different tones.
Because you just no matter what happens, you just got to know to keep going.
Born Frustrated, I really like that song. Another song that apparently you can figure out.
All you fucking mall rats out there. That's when that one goes out to you.
Talking about.
That's what that's about. Yeah.
Born Frustrated, and then Back Up Against the Wall. I really kind of feel like those songs fit together so well because it's just about being, fed up, pissed. The Ivory Coast, another great song. Just like it all, again, great flow to this record. It all kind of seems like it goes back and forth with speed.
I feel like the second half flows a lot better. I think as a whole it does.
Yes, but the
second half.
That's Rancid's album.
They really just kind of groove into.
The second half of every Rancid album seems to do that.
Especially think back to. Not so much in Out Come the Wolves, because that's just one big thing. But like Life Won't Wait was a little bit like that.
Even the new album, Domino's Fall. Well, I did the newest, my mistake. Stand Your Ground. It's an okay song. I don't know. I like it, but I mean, it's nothing to write home about. Other Side, which is of course a ballad that Lars wrote about his brother who passed, and it was just an interesting kind of song to end it on. Good song, good tribute, and it's great to see him play it live. We just saw Rancid play. We saw him on different nights, unfortunately, due to how the world isn't the popularity of Rancid, but still got it. One of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
20 more years.
20 more years of Rancid. Happy 20th to Rancid. But it's time to score this thing, because we're just rambling here.
So what's our system? We doing 5 stars, 10 stars?
This out of 10. How would you say?
Out of 10. I'm going to give this big old thing 8 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10 too. I think that's what I give it. I mean, there's a few misses, but you got 19 songs. You got to find a good.
Honestly, the only miss I'd say
David Courtney is the only real miss.
And really, that's like half miss. I think I think only because there's the chorus I don't like at all, and that's what it starts with.
This is the thing. It's like when there's so many songs, it kind of it just seems like Rancid is like. That director.
You're gonna have a few.
You're gonna if you put that many songs, they're like a director who never cuts his movies down as much as they should. There's always so many songs, which is great. And more bands should release songs with like 19 songs on a record. But there's a reason that most albums are 10 to 12. you know.
And power to you if you can read any of these lyrics. And each one has a little story of what the song's about or what was going through.
I should have covered this at the beginning. You can see how professional we are. This is why we're at Uncut Reviews.
I'd like to get to one where he says it's like 5 o'clock at the Best Western. No, it's 3:22 in the afternoon on Monday, June 23rd in room 122 at the Best Western. Song 10, Memphis.
Great song.
Can you read this?
So we both are agreed on this one. We're going to give it an 8 out of 10.
And that's what we'll do.
8 out of 10 for Rancid's Indestructible from 2003, Hellcat Records. Hold it up. Enjoyed this record. It wouldn't, as far as picking up Rancid records, of course, I'd always recommend picking up an Out Come the Wolves first. This is the first Rancid album I ever owned.
Yes.
And then I got Out Come the Wolves.
I bought this. I rented this
you got it from
the library, the Agawam Public Library, which I got kicked out of once, but that's a different.
Anyway, 8 out of 10.
Okay, so yeah,
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Pick up the record. Don't get it first though. I'd say probably my third choice.
This was the first one I got, just because.
It was the third one I got too, but if I had to choose,
I think that's why I like it so much.
First. It sticks with you. I've heard a lot of people hate this record. Like a lot of people give me crap for even liking it, but pick it up. Good record. I'd say pick it up third.
Get them all.
Get them all. But get Out Come the Wolves, Let's Go, then this one. Even though Life Won't Wait, you know what? Who cares? Buy whatever Resident album you want to get. They're all good. All right. Thank you for watching. Keep subscribe. Hope you fully subscribe. Show your friends. Big ups to everybody in the Rude Revolution. And thank you for Paul for being here.
Peace.